Park Ranger Andrew Pearson of the National Park Service. Welcome to the October podcast for Ranger News Network for the Massachusetts area parks. Here's what's happening at Lowell National Historical Park. Come celebrate the 21st annual Lowell Celebrates Kerouac, beginning Thursday, October 2nd through Sunday, October 5th. This year, the celebration centers around the 50th publication anniversary of Dharma Bums. On Saturday, October 4th, author-photographer John Suter will be on hand to give his presentation, Poets on the Peaks, a look at Jack Kerouac's experience as a fire lookout in the Pacific Northwest. This is a free program at 2 p.m. at the Visitor Center. The following weekend, Massachusetts Poetry Festival is a three-day celebration of the poets, poetry, and literary heritage of a state whose contribution to American poetry is unsurpassed in the nation. Numerous activities are held throughout Lowell and the Merrimack Valley, beginning Friday, October 10th through Sunday, October 12th. Some fees apply. Visit Salem Maritime National Historic Site for a timber framing demonstration on Saturday, October 4th, when the National Park Service will welcome Master Carpenter James Wyden and architect Matthew Cummings to Derby Wharf. They will demonstrate traditional timber framing techniques at 1 and 3 p.m. Cummings and Wyden will show some of the ways that posts and beams were joined by colonial carpenters and talk about the work they have done on some of the most historically significant 17th and 18th century houses still standing on the North Shore. This is a free program, but space is limited to a first come, first serve. Enjoy maritime stories and songs. On Thursdays in October, Salem Maritime National Historic Site presents strange tales and songs associated with New England's maritime history. October 9th, 16th, and 23rd at 6 to 7:30. $3 per person, limited to 25, first come, first serve. Discover how life is wild at Salem Maritime National Historic Site when live tortoises, snakes, parrots, and lizards visit Salem Maritime National Historic Site in a 1-hour family program presented by Curious Creatures. Discover how these exotic animals are connected to Salem's 19th century maritime trade. Saturday, October 11th at 1:30 and 3 p.m. Each program is limited to 75 people, first come, first serve. At Minuteman National Historical Park, take a Battle Road Trail Walk on Saturday, October 4th at 12:30 p.m. You can join a ranger for a 3.5-hour guided walk along the historic Battle Road Trail. Learn about the events of April 19th, 1775. Meet at the Minuteman Visitor Center at 12:30. Bring plenty of water. Walk in the footsteps of the Alcotts. On Saturday, October 4th at 10 and 11 a.m. at the Wayside, join 3 of the Alcott sisters as they walk through their childhood homes and lives. The Hillside years saw the development of Louisa May Alcott as a writer. Come listen to some of her earliest published works written from this house. A living history presentation based on the journals of Lizzie, Anna, and Louisa Alcott and the journals and letters of their parents, Abigail and Bronson Alcott. The regular house admission of $5 applies. Learn about Battle Road heroes. On Saturday, October 11th, walk down a candlelit path to the past. Listen to the personal stories of residents who lived along the Battle Road on April 19, 1775. Join Captain William Smith, the Hartwells, the Lincoln Minutemen, drovers, musicians, and His Majesty's soldiers for this special evening of theater and history. Starting at 7 p.m., tours leave approximately every 15 minutes. Fees apply, which benefit the Friends of Minuteman National Historical Park. Listen to Halloween Tales on Saturday, October 18th with park rangers and volunteers in a very spooky candlelit setting for an evening of traditional New England ghost stories. This year we are offering a special early show for young families from 4:45 to 5:45 p.m., a bit less spooky than the regular 7 p.m. show. This free event takes place at the Hartwell Tavern, Lincoln. Note, this is an indoor event and no pets are allowed. Boys of the Wayside will be offered on Sunday, October 19th at 1 and 3 p.m. at the Wayside. Experience a one-man show presenting the boys who inhabit the Wayside from April 19, 1775 until the Lothrop years, 1881 onward. From a revolutionary boy who would not obey his parents on April 19, to a young Harvard science student later to gain world fame, to a distant cousin of the Alcotts who shared homes and daily life, the 4 sisters, to the only son of Nathaniel Hawthorne. You can travel through time as you progress through the house. The regular $5 house fee applies. At Longfellow National Historical Site, The Dearest Luster of the Home is presented on Saturday, October 4th and Sunday, October 5th at 12 noon. Park Ranger Paul Blandford leads a tour of the historic Longfellow National Historic Site through the eyes of Francis Appleton Longfellow, the poet's wife and niece. These tours are being given in celebration of her 191st birthday this October. There's a $3 fee. Immerse yourself in haunted houses. Longfellow once wrote, "All houses wherein men have lived and died are haunted houses." See if he was right on this special themed tour just in time for Halloween. Longfellow lived in a culture that romanticized death, morbidity, and mourning. Experience the Longfellow National Historic Site, a house where Longfellow lived, died, and learn how the Longfellow family was involved with spiritualism, seances, and open discussions of death. These programs are at 6 p.m. on October 23rd, 24th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Reservations are required for these tours. Please call the site at 617-876-4491 for reservations and information. There is a $3 admission. At Boston African American National Historic Site, celebrate the River of Women's Courage. Join men and women of all races to reenact a remarkable event in Boston history. On October 21st, 1835, an abolitionist woman held the first annual meeting of the Female Anti-Slavery Society. A mob of angry people who opposed abolitionism assembled in protest. The women were determined to hold their meetings at the home of one of their leaders. Black and white women, arm in arm, marched with grace and dignity through the mob. 6 blocks down Washington Street to the home of Maria Weston Chapman on West Street. History usually remembers that on the same day, William Lloyd Garrison was nearly lynched by the angry anti-abolitionist mob. This is a free program on Sunday, October 19th at 2:30 p.m. at the Boston National Historic Park Visitor Center at 15 State Street. At Adams National Historic Park, attend the John Adams wreath-laying ceremony on Thursday, October 30th at 12 p.m. Join representatives of the United First Parish Church in the city of Quincy and the National Park Service as a wreath from the President George W. Bush is placed at the crypt of second President of the United States, John Adams, on his birthday to honor his life and public service. This is a free program. At Cape Cod National Seashore, ranger-guided activities and special programming are offered throughout the year. Check the website for programs listed through October 13th. If you would like any more information on any of the above programs or events, interested in visiting any of the Massachusetts National Parks, please visit www.nps.gov/state/MA. This is Ranger Andrew Pearson for the Ranger News Network. Thanks for joining me.